Hey, happy. I haven't gone online in a few days because sometimes I don't know what to talk about because I'm so shy. So happy Wednesday, Workout Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, Rollerblade Wednesday. Does that go together? So yes, don't do this at home, folks. I am rollerblading. I just wanted to talk about how there really is no rules to starting a health journey. Whether it's like you decide to write out 5 goals, whether it's, you know what, I'm going to cut out soda going forward. Like just one thing at a time. Then you'd be like, you know what, I'm going to start cutting out artificial sweetener. I'm going to start cutting out coffee. There is no rules. And I think sometimes when people put too much pressure on themselves, they go cold turkey on something, then they end up falling and binge eating or whatever. For example, I haven't been drinking coffee for 4 years now. And trust me, I have tried black many a times and I just kept failing at it. So I just started taking it out and weaning myself off and using non-dairy creamers, and all of a sudden I'm like, it just doesn't taste good anymore. I don't get it. So I just stopped doing it. Just like when people ask, how do you become plant-based? Because I'm 98% vegan. I wouldn't say I'm perfect because occasionally I will have cheese. So I just started incorporating 1 meal at a time, then 2 meals at a time, then 3 meals at a time. So there really is no rules of starting a health journey. Just take it one step at a time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because when you do, then you'll feel like a failure. So everyone's asking in my challenge group, okay, Emmy, what is the deal with it? Because there was a few of us who kind of knew what was going on. And I know I've been getting a lot of what are you doing? What ab challenge? So I just started about 2 weeks ago doing abs every day. You can't really overtrain your abs. You can't. And yes, abs are made in the kitchen, as they say. But just like a muscle, when you're training your biceps, which I hate to, I don't know if you hate doing biceps, but if you don't train that muscle, whether it's biceps or doing squats for your booty or lunges for your legs, same thing. If you don't train your abs, they ain't gonna shine. So of course I know I have to be a certain body percentage, in order to really see them, which is not my ultimate goal. But I would want to see a little bit definition as I'm leaning out. And the only way you can see the abs is if you actually work your abs. And there's no shame of wanting to see certain things change in your body. So what about the naysayers and negative Nellies and whatever? They ain't you. They living inside you, and you do you, okay? So, just so you know, life update. Just wanted to go live and talk about there is no rules of starting a journey, trying things out, failing forward, testing out foods that may or may not work. So maybe you do try being plant-based and nope, that ain't for me. Go pescatarian. Eat fish. I'm going to be fighting battles with this trash man. It's about to be loud. So, start off being a pescatarian. And then start cutting out cheese. Or whatever it is. So I'm imperfect when it comes to vegan. I do the best that I can. I just know it makes me feel good. And hold please, because I do have the trash can coming. The trash man. Okay. Sorry about that. So I just slowly started cutting it out. 1 meal at a time, 1 day at a time. And every now and then, I'll have pizza with cheese on it occasionally. It just depends. Like if someone on the table, it just depends. Or a cheesecake or whatever. It's not all the time. Every once in a while. Boy. Every once in a while though, when that happens, my tummy is tore up. So do what works for you. You do you. Don't worry about the people that tease you at lunch, or the people that tease you posting your progress pictures, those that are giving you a hard time, how about this? Going forward, you be the first one to order at lunch, because whoever orders at lunch first is the one that sets the tone for the table. So that's another trick too. Try to be the first one that orders. That way, you're the one that's setting the example for the rest of the table, because that's really what happens. When someone else orders that sloppy hamburger, which there's no shame in the hamburger game, then the other people will be like, you know what? That person ordering hamburger, I'm gonna order a hamburger too. So when you say, I'm gonna order this juicy salad with salmon, then be like, ooh, that sounds good. I'm gonna get a salad too, girl. So set the example. Don't worry about the haters and naysayers. One step at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time. And if I can, you can too. So I'm rooting for you and challenge you to be a light, because somebody needs you too.